Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to do an update for you, see what's going on, see what I think could possibly happen, and then the coming days, coming weeks, all that good stuff. In the event of a pullback, levels you should be watching. And we're also going to look at a couple historical moves and show you why we could be repeating something very similar about a year ago. Let's go ahead and jump in. If you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon if you like what you see and you want to learn a little bit more. So Bitcoin on the weekly chart, where are we? Well, we're pretty close to the all-time high, aren't we? This is our exact all-time high, 64,899. We are currently about less than 5% away from all-time highs. We're at 62.6 as of recording. Are we going to break it this week? Good possibility. Could we break through it? Sure. Could we hit it and get rejected for the first time? Sure. We're not making videos to interpret, the future or what's going to happen. And we just look at the charts, look at the data, and then I relay that to you and you can decide what you think is going to happen. But the levels that we would look for in the event of a pullback, well, 8-week SMA tends to be pretty well in our runs up. We'll get to this line in a minute. So look at this move last year, starting last year in October. Look at how well this 8-week SMA held. Before it didn't, right? We closed under it, and that was our kind of our warning sign. So maybe we do something similar to that again. If we have a pullback, we're currently pretty high above this. So let's see where we are. If we were to go down to it today, it's over 16%. That would be a hell of a drop, as bullish as we are now. I don't see that happening just yet. Now, this will continue to rise quite rapidly because this is just the previous 8 days, or 8 weeks, excuse me. 8 weeks is what this line is. Down here, this is our 21-week EMA, exponential moving average. This takes the more current candles in a higher weight than simple moving averages. So this will also continue to rise quite rapidly. So if we break the 8-week SMA, it's highly likely that the 21-week EMA will hold. So that is even when our drop, look at these drops, they're all above the 21-week. When you start breaking the 21-week, that's when you start turning more macro bearish, which we did for several weeks, right? So let's go look at this line and note where we are now, right? We're flirting with our all-time high. That's what this line is. What is this line? I'm glad you asked. It's our previous all-time high. And I want to show you what we did when we reacted with that all-time high for the first time. Look, we came right up to it almost exactly 19.6, and then we got a little bit of a pullback. But in the grand scheme of things, does that look like catastrophe? No. And if we have something like that again, I would expect something very similar, right? Just kind of a head fake and then continue on our merry way. So I just wanted to show you that is pretty interesting that we came right up to our previous all-time high. Had a couple weeks here, right? 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks of kind of hesitation, just boiling up, and then the explosive move came right after that. So maybe we repeat something similar, right? Maybe this week we get right up to like 64, 65K right in there, and then, just hang out for a week or two. Maybe alts can run a little bit. And then we have our Bitcoin volcano eruption. One more chart I would like to show you is the 5-day Gaussian channel on Bitcoin. Historically, buying at, the bottom or below the 5-day Gaussian channel will work out very well for you in the coming, 6-12 months from that point. Anytime you ever buy at the bottom or underneath a 5-day Gaussian channel on any coin, you're gonna more than likely look like a rock star in the, within the next 6 to 12 months. So, but this is why I want to show you. Look at this move right here. Let's put this back on auto. Okay, look at the move from where we are for the Gaussian channel. How high above it are we? Well, let me get this out of the way so you can see. You can see our current price. We're about 26% above the Gaussian channel. Where were we a year ago? I'm glad you asked. Let's go look. Right back here. Almost a year exactly, right? We can't, there's a 5-day candle, so they're not going to line up perfect. So this is the 22nd of October. This is the 17th of October. They're pretty much neck and neck, right? Would you agree? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's take a measured move again. See where this one got to. What does that percent say? Like 25, 26%, almost exactly the same height above the 5-day Gaussian channel as we were almost exactly 1 year ago. And look what came next. Now, the only difference is, besides it's a new year, is we weren't quite ready. We weren't quite flirting with our all-time high here, were we? So this was at 13K. Our all-time high was way back over here in 2017, and we were just shy of 20K. So we had, you know, several more weeks before we got to that level. So that is the only real difference. But interesting to note that the exact same distance above the 5-day Gaussian channel at almost the exact same time. Hopefully this is coming, right? We would like to have another move like this. So that is Bitcoin wrapped up in a nutshell for you on this special Tuesday. So what do we have else for them? Well, let's look at the car of the day, the Ferrari 550 Barchetta. In the year 2000, this was really sweet car. Still looks pretty good, right? Ferraris always look pretty good. Even the older ones like this, 21, 22 years old now. Red or yellow, my favorite. Hence this one. So that's the Ferrari 550 Barchetta, car of the day. Quote of the day by Mr. Zig Ziglar. If you're doing any kind of self-help or self-development, I would assume you know this name. If you don't, do yourself a favor and go check him out. How you see your future is much more important than what has happened in the past. So if you're living in the past, basing your current, situation on your past results, you're on a losing path. You have to visualize yourself successful future. That's how you get there. Pulls yourself forward. You want to look for the pull and not necessarily a push. Constant motivation is difficult, but something that pulls you there can get you there. I'm living proof. I make YouTube videos on the web for a living. All right, that's Bitcoin. Hopefully that helps somebody. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Give me a thumbs up right now. You better do it. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next video. We're going to make more shorter videos. Remember? This week, shorter videos. Lots of them. 7 minutes. Starting to get... We're waning now. Now we're just rambling and wasting your time. I'll see you on the next video.